step in accessing Padlet and actually using it is to click on the post that's in Google Classroom. So your teacher will have posted a Padlet for you. My class has the Alpha Pack Padlet. So that's our team name and then Padlet. So I click on that. I click on the Padlet, the Alpha Pack Padlet. There are some directions here that you can read. It's exactly what I'm saying right now. It's written down here. So I click on the Padlet. Once you get to the Padlet that your teacher has made, you need to click Sign Up. So you're clicking Sign Up so that you can actually make an account on Padlet and post and make your own Padlets. So I click Sign Up and it brings me to this page. You need to click Log In with Google. When you click Log In with Google, you need to click on the email that has your o'farrellschool.org email. So I would click on that and it will bring me to my dashboard. So here's a dashboard. It is blank because I have no Padlets. If I want to make a Padlet, I would click Make a Padlet. Let's say I want to go back to my teacher's Padlet. I can either go back to Google Classroom and click on it again, or I can take the actual web link from the top of the web browser and paste it into Join a Padlet, and it'll bring me right back to my class's Padlet. So this is a dashboard. This is where I get things made and how I can join other Padlets. Once you have signed up for Padlet, you don't have to go through the whole link process where you click on the Padlet link and then you click on sign up and you do your Google email. You don't have to do that. All you have to do is go to padlet.com. It'll bring you to the home page. You go to log in and then log in with Google. You choose your school account and it'll bring you straight to your home page. Easy as pie. I'm going to make a Padlet by clicking Make a Padlet. There are different choices here. There's a wall choice where everything pops up in a format that looks like bricks. There's a canvas choice where you can actually connect posts with arrows. There's stream, so it's kind of like Instagram where it just scrolls and scrolls and scrolls. There's grid where you can line them up horizontally. And then there's shelf where things are lined up vertically. There's back channel, that's like text message form, so it pops up in text bubbles. Map, where you can actually use locations and type in places you want to go or put little pinpoints on a real map. And then there's timeline, where you can put points on a timeline. I am going to choose canvas. You can choose any of them and it'll start you like this. So this is all your settings here. You title it whatever you want. You can make a Padlet about anything you want. These are your Padlets. Your teacher will tell you what to make a Padlet about if there's going to be an assignment. So let's just make one for fun. I'm going to make a Padlet about Howl, my dog. My German Shepherd. Okay, so if you notice, the things that I'm doing right now changed the top over here. So I'm editing everything right now. My icon, I'm going to want some kind of dog. So I'm going to click Animal, and then I'm just going to do this dog. They don't have a picture of a German Shepherd, but that's okay. If you want to do your own, you can actually upload your own as well. I just don't have one right now. Okay, the next step is my wallpaper. I can choose a background. Right now it's this blue background because that was just the random one chosen for me. I can go to any of these and choose whichever one I want. I'm going to do textures and patterns to take a look at what they have. I kind of like this one. Yeah, I kind of like that one. I'm going to stick with that. So it's kind of like a wood background, but you can go to pictures too, and there's different cool things for pictures that you can put in the background, and it changes the whole way it looks. It's pretty nice. All right, next is the color scheme. So you can change the bottom You can't really see it right now because I haven't typed anything yet, but the bottom is either white or black where you're typing and adding posts. You can just change it to whatever you want. Then is the font, and it's going to change over here when I change it. So I want it to be this font because it's kind of fun. So I'm going to leave it like that. The next part down is called attribution. So that means that it'll show the name of whoever's posting. And I like to do that because I want to see who's actually writing the post. Comments, you can allow people to comment or not. If you don't click the switch, then people won't be able to comment. I would like comments. Next is reactions. So you can make it so that people can like posts, they can vote up or down on posts, they can give a review on posts with stars, or you can actually grade posts. The next thing is require approval. I always like to have that checked because if you're having other people post on your Padlet, then it won't let them post until you approve it. So they'll go to post and then it won't show to anyone until the actual person that owns the Padlet says it's okay. And then this one, filter profanity. So that means if someone comments or posts with a bad word, it automatically changes to an emoji. I think that's an important one because if you're not able to look at the comments and delete them, then it'll change all the bad words to emojis. Hopefully we don't have anyone using bad words. All right, I'm gonna click start posting. Now I wanna make some posts. So I can click the plus sign to make a post. It'll pop up over here on this Padlet. It might pop up differently on other Padlets. I'm just gonna type something random, smile, and then you can write underneath. So this is the title of your post, and this is what your post is actually about. Howell likes to smile. All right, my next step is I can add different things to the post. I can upload a photo to the post or a file to the post. I can put a link in here if I want to link a video of Howell from YouTube or something. I can search Google for pictures. Maybe there's pictures of Howell on Google. And then I can take a picture with my webcam. And then there's 3 dots here that gives you all the options in a different way and more. So you can film a video from your webcam. You can just record your voice. So maybe I'll record Howell barking and put that in. You can record your screen. So sort of like I'm doing right now, you can see my whole screen. I can draw something, like I can try to draw Howell on here like this. Or I can add a place of where Howell went, or I can actually link a different Padlet in. So something that I would probably do is pick a file from my computer. So I would pick a file. I would go to downloads because that's where the picture of Howell is. And then I would pick the picture that I want on there and open. So it's loading. And there it is. Howell likes to smile. And there's this picture of Howell smiling. When I'm done, I can just click out of the post and it's right there. It's all posted. People can comment it. People can like it. If I want to do some different edits to it later, I can click the little pencil. If I don't like the post, I can delete it. If I want to do something else with the post, there's options here. So I can change the color of the post and make it red. Maybe I want it purple. Or I can edit it. I can bring it to front if there's other posts. If I want this to go on a different Padlet, I can transfer it. So there's different things I can do. Connect to a post, I'm actually going to show you in a second. So let's make a new post. I'll just make it random. I'm going to move it over here so you can see it. Now I'm going to click connect to a post and connect it to this post. Now there's an arrow connecting this post. So this is what the canvas option does for you on Padlet. You can connect posts with arrows. But other Padlets are different. You should explore them if you want to. It's really cool, really fun. Just try to make your own Padlet about anything. And then later, maybe your teacher will give you an assignment to make a Padlet. After you make a Padlet, there's some important features I want you to be aware of. First feature is people can like your Padlet after you share it with them. So they would just click the little heart and then it would fill up. So you like it, and they like it. Another thing is you can remake the Padlet. What that means is you make a copy of it. So you can copy the layout, wallpaper, theme, icon, tags, and everything. And you can remake the posts. So you can make another copy of this if you just messed up on something and you want a new copy. You can copy the whole Padlet. The options down here tell you that you can copy the same privacy settings. So any privacy settings you had on the first Padlet will happen on the second Padlet. Same with authorship. So you'll still be able to see the author of the original posts. So all these things are important when you're remaking a Padlet if that's the case. The next option you have at the top is share. If I click share, I can add members. However, check the privacy settings first. So I have my Padlet set to secret. That means that it's hidden from the public. I personally do not want my Padlets in public because I don't know what kind of people are going to be looking at them, and there might be some people that are pretty rude and say some things that won't make me happy. So I want to keep them secret and only share them with people that I know. You don't want random people on your Padlets. If I choose to share it with someone, they should be able to access it. So that's secret. You can change it so that visitors can do more than write. So if I go to change privacy, if I click private, it means that this Padlet is hidden from the public. Even if someone does get it, they're not able to access it. Password means that it's hidden from public, but if you share it with someone, they have to type in a password. Secret is you can share it with someone and they can access it. And then public is everyone can see it, no matter what. So I keep it secret because I can share it with people, and then if they want, they can comment or whatever. If people do visit, there's some permissions you can set to. You can say that visitors can just read your Padlet, so they're not allowed to post, they're not allowed to comment, they're not allowed to do anything on it other than read it. You can say that they can write, so they can view and add posts. They just can't edit or approve other people's posts. They can't delete the Padlet or delete anyone else's comments or posts, and they can't invite other people. This is the one that I like the most because I still have control over my Padlet, but people are allowed to post on it. At least people that I know are allowed to post on it. Can edit means that they're allowed to edit everything. They just can't delete the Padlet or invite collaborators. I would stick with can write. So I'm going to click that and go back. So I double check my privacy settings. All of these are options to share, but I could just add a member. So I would add Miss Corbin. It'll ask me what I want her permissions to be. I would say, okay, I just want her to be able to write because I don't want her to change any of the settings. So I would save it and then it would be shared with Miss Corbin. If you just want to share your Padlet with anyone, this is what we did for our students, is we copied the link and then we gave our students the link. Then they can access it without us adding them as members. So that's another option, it's just the link. Or you can save it to your computer. You can save this actual Padlet. So there's lots of options for sharing. Next is your settings. This is how we set it up. So if you want to change something, you can go back and change that. And then these three little dots are just for extra information, for help, if you want to like the Padlet. All the other buttons I went over are on here, just in a shorter version. You can also clear posts if you want to, or delete the whole thing. So there's lots of options. It's pretty easy to use. If you really play around with it, you can figure it out pretty fast. Now that you know how to make a Padlet, how do you get out of one? Well, if you're in a Padlet, the way to get out of Padlet is to click the Padlet button. It's just an easy way to get right back to the dashboard. You will have some blank spots. To make some Padlets, you just click Make a Padlet. If I click on Gallery, there are examples of different Padlets that you can look at in the public gallery. Just make sure that you're looking at appropriate Padlets, please. And again, to go back to my dashboard, I click on Padlet. on your dashboard, there's different options on the left-hand side. So recents is Padlets that you have been looking at or using recently. Made are all of the Padlets that you've made yourself. Shared are Padlets that have been shared with you. So you can share your Padlets with other people and other people can share them with you. Archived are things you wanted to save so that they don't get deleted. And then you can make a new folder. So you can make folders to organize your Padlets.